How's everyone doing today? Good? Enjoying VidCon? My first VidCon, so super excited, and I'm having a lot of fun, and I hope you guys are doing too. My name is JensenTung. I'm a YouTuber and entrepreneur, and I love making videos on personal finance, entrepreneurship, and recently a lot of AI. I've been experimenting with a lot of that in terms of content creation, in terms of entrepreneurship and businesses, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. AI, it's the biggest trend that's going on these days, and it's definitely going to be impacting content creation in the future for us, the experts as well as the beginners. So we're going to be talking about AI today, but I'm not only going to be talking about it by myself. I have someone that is super excited to come on, and super excited to have them. He has 25 million subscribers. He's a YouTuber, a boxer too, and overall good guy. Give it up for NichLmao.
Hello guys, how's it going? Is everyone having a good time at VidCon? That's awesome. This is my first VidCon ever, so I'm really excited to be here, and I'm honored to be here with Jensen. Can we give a big round of applause for Jensen? Yeah. Thank you guys for having me here. I'm really excited to do this talk.
Yeah, feel free to sit down, and let's just dive right into it, Nick. So, you are, a really creative creator. And I guess to those that don't know a little bit about you, maybe explain to them, what type of content do you create? And, what was that first breakthrough video that kind of got you to who you are today?
Yeah, that's the thing with content creation. It wasn't just one thing that was like my breakthrough. It was years and years of trials and tests that eventually led me to just that consistency. It allowed me to build a foundation and then capitalize on that. I definitely took advantage of I'm sure you guys have all heard of YouTube Shorts by now. And I was one of the first creators to do that, me and my roommate. So, that was really my big breakthrough into social media, was taking advantage of shorts and, the algorithm on YouTube, and just being early on and just consistent and hard work with that.
Yeah, and you guys are all here early with AI, so that's and so I guess you create a lot of videos. How do you keep, in your full-time content creator and everything like that, how do you keep that creative engine running, coming up with new ideas all the time?
It's hard. It is very hard. That is probably at the moment probably one of the harder parts of the job. It is a full-time gig. It's more than 9 to 5. It's 9 to you go to bed. It's all the time. You always got to be looking to do creative things. Pioneer a different idea. Just anything you can do. So yeah, it's very challenging, and it's just all it is hard work. I wish there were more alternatives, which now recently it does seem to be that there are tools that help you with stuff such as ideas.
Yeah, for sure. And a lot of those tools nowadays are AI tools. Yeah. So, have you tried any AI tools recently, or are you familiar with any?
Yeah, well, obviously the big one, ChatGPT. I'm sure most people that have dabbled in AI have tried that. It's really, that one's really cool. I've seen a lot of AI. That's the main one I've tried. Seen some voice changing ones, but yeah, ChatGPT and I think that was the main one that I've dabbled in so far.
Yeah. Have you guys heard of ChatGPT? Yeah. That's awesome. And so we'll dive into a little bit more details later on in terms of tools, including Filmora as well. But I really want to hear your attitude towards AI. Some people are saying, Terminator out here, they're taking over. And then some are saying, it's our friend. It's like Wall-E, So what do you think?
I think as a very casual user to AI, I don't know how are you guys very well-versed in AI? Are you, yeah? Okay. So if you're not really well-versed like myself, anyone out there like that? Okay, we got a few people. It's definitely new territory. It's very exciting. I'm not personally I think the good things that can come out of it far outweigh the negative. I don't coming to get us, but hey, who knows? Be careful. But yeah, no, I'm very optimistic. I think there's going to be a lot of tools that really help creators and people that take advantage and utilize it early on. I think it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I think with all new technology, it's always scary. But as we progress as a society and everything. We'll figure out the rules and the laws and everything. But yeah, so we talked a little bit about AI. You talked about ChatGPT earlier. And so if those who don't know what ChatGPT is, it's an AI chatbot that does things like script writing, market research, keywords, and hashtags. And all you gotta do is just enter in a prompt and boom, it's out like that. So, you know, let's play an example on the screen of how you can create a cool idea using ChatGPT. This is not working.
See, if we had AI to do this, this probably wouldn't be happening right now.
I don't know if this is working. Okay, there we go. There you go. Literally one prompt, one sentence, and boom, you got a whole script. It's crazy. I wish I had that when I was doing high school.
I'm going to use that. that one I'm going to use from now on, definitely.
Yeah. And I think, yeah, there you go. And so you said, so you know some other tools, do you know about AI art generators and all that?
Yes, I have seen them. It's so remarkable how they can, it's just something from nothing. It's really, really cool. Like, I have yet to grasp the potential for AI because I still feel like we're pretty early on. Like the trend really has just begun, and they're already doing like crazy things. Like I just am so excited to see where it's going to go from here. You know?
Yeah. To those who don't know what AI art generators are, it's kind of like ChatGPT where you enter a prompt, but boom, you can create a whole photo, a portrait out of it. It can be realistic, it can be a cartoon, it can be everything. And you know, let's see how VidCon would look like in 2050 if we used AI art generator.
This I want to see. All right.
This is with Midjourney, which is a really popular AI art generator. There you go. So yeah, Cyberpunk 2055.
Happen, you know? Hey, you know what? That's a really cool theme for VidCon. They should. Yeah. We should trademark that.
I guess. So you know, let's dive into expanding creativity with AI, because AI can do a lot of things, and creativity is definitely something that we can benefit from. And so with AI all around us, how has that impacted your video production process right now? Maybe it's a little early stage, maybe you haven't implemented.
Well, yeah. Well, I dabbled in Filmora, which is why a lot of you guys are here today. And I used to, when I was just starting out, if many of you are aspiring content creators, you understand editing your videos, that takes time. Like that takes a lot of time.
Even experts,
so much time. Once you get better, then you want to put more effort in. It still takes a lot of time. So there's really no way of getting around it, or so I thought. Recently, maybe like 8 months ago, I got an editor. So not too long ago, and I haven't really edited videos since then. And then I tried the Filmora app, and I was like, I'm going to be a little bit rusty, but it really was like such a great tool and aid for me. I'm sure we're going to talk more about like what it actually can do, but for people that struggle with editing or it takes up a lot of their time, it really helped me. So I was very surprised. I didn't realize that just one click could do so much stuff. It was crazy. Like AI it's like a life hack.
Yeah, totally. And we'll definitely be diving into those features later. So right now, from what I'm hearing, you're definitely aware of AI.
Yeah.
You're still learning about it. You're still implementing those tools. And one of the problems with AI right now is there's just so many tools out there. So easy to get lost in what to choose. It's overwhelming. A new startup every day, basically. And is that a problem? Like kind of figuring out what tools to use.
Yeah, I mean, it's all over the place. And like you said, there's new things every day. It's almost impossible to keep up unless you're heavily invested into it and constantly following it. Like just on Twitter alone, every day I'm seeing 10 new AI things. I'm like, I can't deal with this because I don't completely understand it. So that has been a problem for me, just to be able to take it all in,
Yeah, and if that's a problem for you, I think for a lot of beginners out there, people get to AI, that's also probably it's overwhelming, right? So yeah, you talked a little bit about Filmora, and I'm super excited to be talking about that today. That software, the video editing software, and it's really great in that it's a robust video editor. But at the same time, they're implementing a whole bunch of new AI features into it, and we're going to explore what some of those do. And so we went over ChatGPT and Midjourney, and Filmora can actually do those exact same things, but within the video editing app. So super convenient. Let's try to see what we can do with the AI copyright feature in Filmora, and write a script. Let's do that. That was a video title, and boom, just right there. It's crazy. You don't even need to think about it.
If you're an up and coming creator, this is like, it's not fair. Why do you guys get this? It's like like when your parents talk about all the things you have in school now, like as kids, and you're like, sorry mom, sorry dad. This is how I feel right now. That's amazing. That's really amazing. But you also mentioned Midjourney.
Yeah.
And how AI image features were also involved in Filmora.
Yeah, so if you guys have ever used AI art generator, it's so annoying to download the images from the program and then import it and everything. But Filmora has an inbuilt AI art generator, and it goes straight into the timeline. And what it also can do is the dimensions of those photos. A lot of other generators, it's always 1x1 squares. But on a video, it's kind of weird. This one can do 16:9, like perfect video aspects. So I really like that. Let's go check it out. From the VidCon, guys. That's you guys right there. We're just missing the lights. Actually, we have some purple lights. Here we go.
They just got a thumbnail.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I used to like, thumbnails were the hardest thing for me. I don't know why. Like, video editing was like, because I could keep it simple, but with thumbnails I struggle so much. So it's like all in one app that you can do that is really, it's unfair almost.
Yeah. And that's the thing too, right? You can create a thumbnail out of it, and like that, which is like a picture that's used outside of the video editing software, but then also photo, like let's say B-roll or stock photos for the video.
It's insane. Yeah,
it's crazy. So now we'll dive into kind of the productivity aspect of AI.
Yeah.
So that was some creative elements, but now AI can definitely benefit us in terms of productivity. And so let's go back to your current process in editing and videos. How many videos do you release? Let's say a month, and then what is your ideal goal?
Yeah, so at the moment, I'm doing like 30 videos a month, pretty much every day. And sometimes more, sometimes less. I have a boxing match coming up soon, so it's a lot of training. It's like, it's wake up, train, film, train, pass out, wake up, so the productivity, I do a lot, until I got an editor, I did everything by myself. So, it's very hard to keep up with that level of consistency, but I do believe, like, I'm a firm believer in consistency. I think it's one of the most important things when doing content creation. So that is probably it's very hard to stay up with that always, but I feel like it's a must for me personally.
Yeah. So you're releasing 30 videos a month every day.
Yeah.
Is it like, do you think are you always reaching that, or you're just like clawing your way there?
Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's worse. Some months, right now, because VidCon was coming up, I was filming like crazy. I have like 10 videos in the bank right now. So like, I'm chilling here.
And how do you balance, quality versus quantity? Because that's something, especially with me, that I struggle with.
Yeah, I think for me, I've just decided that I won't have a life outside of YouTube. So I don't go out, I don't leave my house. I just stay at home and work, because as much as obviously quantity and consistency is important, if you're not constantly improving the quality, improving your ideas quality, every aspect, it's not really you're gonna eventually hit a plateau. So it's just I really had to like just put all my eggs in one basket. That's been the main.
Hopefully nowadays with the new AI tools. Maybe for most people, they don't need to like be all in to make YouTube their life as they want to. But so you said like video editing takes a lot of time for you. Creating those videos. And what are some kind of challenges that you face when that slowed you down in video editing?
Well, for me, it was all with the editing thing. It was just also sometimes like I did it every day. Yeah. It got like it was 1 a.m. and my girlfriend would like roll over and be like, "Go to bed," and I'm still editing because it was just like always nonstop. And I think it was just like having to do it every day, the repetitiveness that really got to me. Having to do like I know it sounds silly, but even like coming up with a title every day, it seems like okay, it's just a title. But when you spent 2.5 hours editing and uploading, and it's 1 a.m. and you got to wake up at 8 in the morning, thinking of that title, it's just like that little bit that just pushes me over the edge. So it all those little tasks that just stack up that I felt like were very challenging. Also, like I felt very limited in what I could do because I'm a professional editor. Like I just like I left school with my buddy to pursue YouTube. I didn't have a background in editing. I didn't have a background in filming. I just picked up the camera. I downloaded software. So like I was very limited in things. Like I couldn't like cut things out, like just like crop things or track things.
Just cool like visual effects.
Just visual effects. It was very challenging for me, and it sucked because then it really hindered what I was able to do with my videos.
And your like creative expression.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you guys know about like rotoscoping and stuff like that takes forever. We're gonna be so let's explore a little bit more Filmora AI features, and one that's super cool is the AI Smartcut feature. Yeah. So literally with one stroke of a brush, you can cut someone out. And
I tried this one. This one's good. Let's check it out. Look, guys, I'm a real knight. That makes you my king. Look, guys, I'm a real knight. That makes you my king.
So no need for
green screen. That's actually I didn't even think of it. I have a green screen in my room that's just so big and in the way. I didn't even think of that. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
No, I have a green screen in my basement. It's like the big one.
Yeah.
But like I barely use it because it's just so annoying to always lighting and everything. But that's crazy. And for beginners out there that don't have green screens, instant, right?
It even cut out the subtitles, which that's what I'm saying. Like that, I still couldn't do that right now. But like, let alone when I was starting, that would have been impossible for me to do.
Right.
That's awesome.
So I've seen your videos, and you do a lot of pranks and videos. So sometimes you put a lot of graphics on screen, some stickers, like that. Do you ever like need the?
Yeah, well, that's actually a funny thing. So the reason I got an editor was actually because I wanted to start doing more VFX and stuff like that, like just having like little animations or just like just anything extra rather than just like cutting and subtitles and some green screen effect I downloaded on YouTube, like I definitely wanted more. And for people, if you're up and coming or aspiring content creators that want to be able to do those things, but you can't because of editing, that was something that I really wanted to be able to do. And it was only up until not so long ago that I could afford an editor. So before that was like a big issue. I just couldn't do that, and it really sucked because it allows you to add more of your personality, or like you film sometimes I film a video and I don't, it's not my favorite, but then when you edit it, it just becomes something completely different because you're able to show the audience your perspective of the video through editing, not just what you captured on the video. So yeah, something like that was something I really wanted to be able to do.
Totally. they say like you get a video 3 times. Once when you write it, when you film it, and then when you edit it.
I like that. That's cool.
Yeah. And so you said you're dabbling into some cool AI features. Did you hear about Filmora's AI motion tracking feature?
Yes, I did.
So to those who don't know, motion tracking is kind of when you want to, let's say you want to put a word on top of someone, or maybe you've played The Sims, like, I don't know, the icon on top or something. You want to track movement. Well, AI and Filmora can do that together. There's the AI motion tracking feature, and let's see how easy it is. There's also some cool effects that come with Filmora as well, and they're all built in too, so super easy.
No way!
No.
I don't know if I sound lame saying it. That's so cool. Like, can you guys edit that like by yourselves?
No, the funny thing is if you
Exactly. That one click, and like I would never be able to do that like by myself.
You know, and the crazy thing is like even like other, let's say like Hollywood level software and stuff like that. Like it takes a long time to even do that.
Of course.
So, boom, it's crazy. And then you said earlier, like with about like my voice changing,
yes,
and you know altering and audio altering and stuff like that. So another cool Filmora AI feature is in terms of audio. So, you know, I know a lot of you guys probably like, let's say you're filming in your bedroom, it's like, or maybe outside, super noisy, it's super annoying. Well, Filmora has some really cool AI audio features, and I'm going to show you. It's like having a support sound engineer.
Hey, how's it going, guys? It's me, Nick, or NichLmao. I just want to let you guys know that on June 23rd at 10 a.m., I will be at VidCon doing...
Right now, Nick is talking outside, but there's so much noise. But with Filmora, you can just press one button, and all the noise is gone.
Doing a talk with the one, the only JensenTung on the future of AI and video creativity using AI.
Another feature you can do is, let's say you have a 3-minute video, but you have a 10-minute song. You can actually do audio stretch and shrink the video to the perfect duration. And you can do it opposite way as well. So let's say it's a 1-minute song, but we bring it to 15 seconds.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Now it's all perfectly lined up.
NichLmao. I just want to let you guys know that on June 23rd at 10 a.m., I will be at VidCon doing a talk with the one, the only JensenTung on the future of AI and video creativity using AI. So I really hope to see you guys there. Peace.
Thank you for hyping me up so much.
Yeah, you're my guy. Wait, so you're telling me that wasn't trimmed?
No.
Wait, so when they moved the song down, that wasn't trimming, that was literally remixing the song?
Yeah, so AI is remixing it, auto-trimming it for you. You don't need to listen to like the exact beats or like tempo. It'll just do it like that.
What? What? That's insane.
You know, especially like if you guys are like professional editors or editors out there, like you know how annoying that is. You know,
I mean, sound is a completely different, like, you know, video editing, and then there's sound. It's like if for me, if my sound was bad in a video, I was hopeless to fix it. Like that's remarkable. Really.
They also say, you know, everyone can stand a video with you know, low quality visuals, but if the audio is bad, you have to click off.
That's what I'm saying. That's insane. Wow.
Yeah. So now, you know, we went through some really cool AI features in Filmora. Let's dive back into, you know, some general video creation topics with AI. And let's actually start off with, you know, what makes you stressed as a full-time content creator?
Well, is there anyone out here that is a content creator or aspiring content creator? Awesome. Okay, then this one's for you guys. I'm assuming, like myself, most of you are starting off, you know, by yourselves. You don't have all the resources. You don't have everything at your fingertips. That was like a lot of the pressure just being on my shoulders. Like I started this when I was 16, you know, like I moved out from my family's house. I was, you know, I really was learning as I went. And so having things like just like coming up with video ideas, you know, constantly having to edit at the end of the day, just like always having to do everything by yourself. That was a real struggle, and I'm trying to learn to delegate it, because sometimes I'm a little bit stubborn, thinking like, oh, that's why I didn't want to get an editor, because I was like, they're not going to understand my editing style. But you work with them, you figure it out. But yeah, definitely like having everything on my plate and not being able to delegate anything or ease the weight off my shoulders, that was probably one of my bigger concerns.
Yeah, no, I really relate, because I'm also like full-time content creator, and I don't have an editor yet. I'm so like perfectionistic.
Yeah,
it's really hard to delegate that. But as you guys grow, everyone starts off somewhere from nothing, and you're slowly learning all the skills. But as you grow, I guess it is important to make sure to trust others and kind of build that team alongside you.
Although that being said, something like this would have been very, very useful starting out.
Either hire people or use your brain. And
exactly, you work smart, not hard necessarily.
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, I think in terms of the future of video content creation with AI, what are you excited about, and how do you kind of see it going about?
I think in general, I know like there's been a lot of like AI influencers and stuff like that like people are talking about, and I've seen a few of them, and it's really cool, don't get me wrong, but I'm not necessarily thinking AI is going to take over.
Yeah.
But I think the tools are going to be like, it's going to be like, it's going to be so many things that you can do, just like with this, just from one app, you're going to have so many possibilities. So I think it's rather going to be a great tool and a catalyst for editors and influencers, rather than something that's going to take over, No,
I totally agree. I think, and it's crazy. Have any of you guys seen Autopod, that feature? So it's a program. Yeah, there's a program where you can have a whole podcast, and with one click, it'll just cut the whole video for you. So like switching camera angles, the audio, everything like that. So, but I feel like for a lot of editors, they'll be like, oh my God, my job is being replaced. Yeah. So, but I feel like, I kind of share your remarks in terms of the future with AI. I think there's going to be a lot of tools that do incredible things and may, replace some tedious tasks with video editing.
Yeah.
But that gives you more time to be more creative in other areas and actually focus on the story or filming or something like that.
I think it'll be for the better rather than for the worse. Like I think anything that it like makes it like it cuts out for you to do, that will just allow you to delve into another aspect of the video editing. Because whilst like it's really cool, I think there's a really important part of you having your own personality in the style of editing. That's really important. And I don't foresee AI just replacing human personality,
And that's where I think AI is gonna best benefit us.
Yeah.
Like combine it with human creativity.
Yeah.
Because if anyone can do it, then it's just normal, right?
Yeah.
If you can combine your human creativity with it, then you're like sky high.
And I do think it's good that it's very early on. Like being early on to things like this, don't underestimate how much of an advantage that gives you guys. Like it's good to be early. Get in early. It makes a difference.
Right.
Yeah.
So in terms of aspiring content creators, what are some tips that you'd love to give to them?
Well, oh God, there's so many tips I could give. I would say the most important thing for me is consistency. It's especially if you're just starting out. It's like, don't put all the pressure of making the perfect video, or like putting all that pressure on yourself. Make sure you're just going out of your comfort zone. You're taking that first step and actually starting something. Because at the end of the day, everyone, to some degree, don't get me wrong, there's exceptions, but everyone starts from step one.
Yeah.
And you just, once you take that step, you take the next. Next thing you know, like sometimes I still think I'm 16. It's been 5 years since then, and I'm doing this every day. I've lived in 8 different countries. It all started with that first step. And I think a lot of you guys that are aspiring content creators, it's like, don't be afraid to take that first step, because it's what you want to do. And if it's something you're passionate about and you put in that work, you put in that consistency, it's very hard for it not to pay off. So I would just say, like, take the risk, do the work. Yeah. Don't just believe in yourself, but don't just do that. Put in the work every day. Do what you want to do, achieve that, chase that goal, because, you know, like that's what's going to make the difference. That's what's going to set you ahead from everyone else. And using tools like this definitely can give you an edge. So make sure to take advantage of whatever you can, and I'm sure you'll be able to achieve what you want to achieve.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I think with AI, there's a lot of tools out there that are like saying, it's going to replace the whole process. But I feel like we shouldn't look at it that way. We should see it as a tool, right? Because, and again, we kind of talked about earlier, adding that human creativity to it, and that's going to really keep us dedicated and creating some content. Actually, yeah, so I think the last one we're going to talk about with, in regards to the future of AI is, you said earlier, AI influencers.
Yeah.
So like, you're talking about like actual animated characters.
Yeah.
Have any of you guys seen any of that? Yeah, it's kind of scary. It's like uncanny valley. At the same time, it's really cool. Are you afraid of those? I think you said you're on the more positive side, but
yeah. Well, here's the thing, right? I think since at the end of the day, there's still someone behind those AI content creators. So I think that there's going to be a few that rise up and people do genuinely enjoy. Maybe if it's for the fact that they're one of the first ones, or if there's a creative aspect they have about it. But I don't think it's going to become like it's going to replace every single influencer in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do think there's going to be one or two. Maybe if you have a very unique idea, definitely go for it. I do think there's market. I think there's that interest. But I don't think it's going to become like, it's not going to be taken over.
Every single influencer is AI. Yeah.
I might
I see it
myself into my videos.
I see it as like cartoon characters, basically. We love them, but it's very hard to replace a human being. And now we're going to open the floor to Q&A. So we're happy to answer any questions from my side of things. So again, I dive into entrepreneurship, personal finance, and a lot of those AI tools. And this man is a creator extraordinaire, so feel free to ask. Yeah.
All right. Does the AI come automatically install Wondershare Filmora?
Sorry?
Is it automatic? Like when we buy Wondershare Filmora, does the AI come automatically install it?
Yeah. So, and I actually have a really cool feature for you guys later. I'll say. But yeah, once you get Filmora, they'll come as all the AI tools will be there, and then you can just choose it from the settings. That's all there. Yeah. I think with Filmora, it's really cool. Those features are packed in, but there's also other features, right? It's like plugins or special effects and stuff that you can always explore in the marketplace. But yeah, the AI ones will be there. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
The first question that comes to my mind is copyright and IP. Does that belong to the creator and not to the AI? I assume, right?
So in terms of copyright with AI, it's actually quite, it's so early on. It's like the wild, wild west. So technically, everything that you create with AI right now is copyright free. So that means someone else's creation is not theirs, but that means your creation is also not yours. So I don't know though, in a couple of months or in a year or two, it may all change. I think it's just right now the laws are a little bit behind with how fast this technology is.
So one of the frustrating things on the act generator is that you have to be paying for every time that you generate, and you have to be buying the credits and all of that. So does that happen the same in Filmora, where you have to be? Oh, thank you. Where you have to be buying credits every time that you want to generate art?
So with Filmora, with the AI art generator, there are credits. However, they replenish every day, and they give you quite a good amount every day. And then in terms of buying it, I'm sure you can, but it gives a pretty good amount of credits. You can generate anything you want.
And you mentioned about the personality, right? That is very cool. So for example, if I use ChatGPT, it learns from my my personality, and whenever I start doing other prompts or something like that, I can make it do things my style. And ChatGPT is amazing in that regard. Does it learn? Does the Filmora AI learn about the way that you do things, so it knows how to mimic your style?
So with ChatGPT, it's with the AI copywriting feature in Filmora, it doesn't learn exactly. You can, give it prompts every time you use it to, work in a certain way. But with this tool, it doesn't learn it doesn't like memorize your personality, and every time you use it, you'll have to suggest it.
I'd rather you learn how to use it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Yes.
One of the frustrations I've had with using ChatGPT is that it's kind of like a blank slate. It doesn't really know anything about you. So I created like an app that takes data from YouTube based on your channel and passes it to ChatGPT. So like knows more about your channel, so you can make like cool titles and things like that. What are some of the other problems you've had with using ChatGPT for like content creation?
Problems?
Yeah, problems.
You know what's crazy? Actually, just referring on that point, there was this guy who reached out to me, and he built an AI chat of me. He trained it all in my videos, and I didn't even know about it. I was like, oh my God. So then I started asking myself like questions and seeing if they were going to reply and how I do it. And yeah, it was scary accurate. In terms of the problems, yeah, as you mentioned right now, it's a little bit, you know, you have to have all these third-party software that has to have it trained. Right now, and again, a big problem with ChatGPT is that specifically with ChatGPT is not connected to the internet. So there's a lot of things where, you know, let's say you want, you know, the birth year of a famous president. Sometimes they get it wrong, and it's really weird. I do think, though, those types of, you know, small problems will be fixed in the future, but that's one that I kind of run across because, you know, when you're writing a script, let's say you want to kind of replace Google in a sense, but sometimes you just gotta make sure that the data that you're getting from ChatGPT is accurate. Yeah.
Hey guys, just had a question. So I heard that you guys talked about the marketplace a little bit. So I'm assuming that's Filmora's asset library. Talk about how broad it is. Like there's, you know, the AI art stuff, but what about like effects, sound effects, or like a little bit of the accents that people can put on? If you could talk a little bit more about your asset library, that'd be cool.
Yeah, for sure. So with Filmora, there's a lot of and maybe even to preface that, so without the asset library with other softwares, right, you have to kind of find it yourself on Google, on YouTube, download everything like that. But with Filmora, it's all there. So you have a lot of, earlier we saw those angel wings and like the crown that was motion tracked on you. Yeah. That is something that you can find on the marketplace. There's a lot of audio effects, sound effects, and all you got to do to access that is actually within the app. So there is on the left side of the screen, maybe I'll kind of go back. Let me see. But on the left side of the screen, you know what, no worries. So I think with the left side of the screen, there is, you can select all the different categories. And so visual effects, audio, music, and you can download it straight from there. Yes.
Hi, I'm a new content creator as well. I do like reviews online, and I'm very new to all this, so maybe I don't know if there's already information on this. The process of the entire editing of all these videos is really a big hassle to go through. And to your knowledge, does Filmora or these apps in general have any way to maybe like select or even trim down like bad takes or something like that? Or if not, do you think there could be a chance of reaching that into the future? This is all new to me, so I have no idea.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're already leading the marketplace with these AI features and embedding them in this video editing software. So I don't know if that's on the roadmap personally, but I do know they're definitely adding AI features as they go, and that might be possible in the future. I think right now, I don't know of any tool that can kind of do that like in a really good quality, but as AI progresses, I'm sure it might be possible. Yeah. Okay, I will take one last question over there.
I'm a school teacher, so let me preface it with that. Where do you see AI affecting schools, and how, if you were to go in the Wayback Time Machine, how would you have used AI in school?
Oh, that's really, maybe you should take this question.
Me? Oh, I was trouble in school, so I'm not the best person to ask. I think AI in school, I have seen a lot of people posting about how they've utilized AI to help them with certain school projects. Is that more what you're talking about?
I'm just looking more for the creative aspect. I have really high students and really low students.
Okay, so more is how it assists them.
Yeah, and I see it doing a lot of good.
Yeah.
I'm just curious what you would do.
Well, I for one, I love students that are creative. So I think any student that's able to take something like AI that's pretty new and kind of find a way to utilize it for themselves and assist them in, their school projects, I think that's really awesome. And I do think you will probably see a lot of it. I don't know how old are the students?
School 10 to 14.
Yeah, kids those age are actually like getting into stuff like pretty early. So yeah, you might see that, but I do think it's going to be more for the better, maybe more assist them with things rather than like completely like doing their homework for them or something.
Yeah. Yeah, my take, is scary because in terms of like plagiarism, for example, or doing the whole homework for them. I think
there's Google, you can plagiarize with Google.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. You can already kind of do that.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just wondering if you see AI as a way, if there's something else I'm kind of missing. I mean, I was in California. I was one of the first teachers to have iPads in my classroom. I see AI as the next big thing. So I'm looking at where you think it might be going, or
I feel like it may go like in the way of like the calculators. Like it's like such an essential tool.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I feel hopefully in terms of school curriculums they'll be able to implement and make sure those learnings can be taught outside of using a calculator and AI tool. But I don't know. That teachers need to get paid more. Very hard job. I don't know the answers to that. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah.
Were you good?
I'm good.
Okay.
I know there was one more question.
Yeah, we can do one more question. Yeah.
Does it cost anything on Filmora or no?
Yeah, so Filmora has a free trial, and we'll get into that in a second.
Actually, perfect segue.
Perfect segue, actually. So it has a free trial, and you guys can all get it with that QR code. You can just scan that, and I'll also have it on the next slides as well. So you start off with that, and it'll give you access to so for you to try all the features, and then in terms of actually having like the full access, you would have to pay a certain amount.
Thank you.
No worries.
What is that amount?
It depends on kind of the.
The Filmora app is $49.99 a year. Yes.
Okay, and I guess let's talk about your final thoughts on all of this.
Yeah, I definitely think we talked so much about AI, so I really want to stress that I think AI is going to be very big, essential. It's going to be in every aspect of a content creator's life and most people's like daily lives. I want to give a huge shout out to Wondershare Filmora for setting this up. Thank you guys so much. This has been awesome. Thank you guys for coming out. Really, thank you so much. Yeah, I do really want to recommend to up and coming content creators to take advantage of things like this because it will help you a lot. So again, scan the QR code if you want to get it. Free trial. Not that one. No, I gotta go. But yeah.
Yeah, I'll leave you guys on. Yeah. So where's my? There you go.
We're not done yet. 1 second.
Hey.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so there you go. So if you guys want to try out Filmora, we have a free Filmora license. Just scan that QR code. And the day's not over. This session has ended, but you can still come to me with any burning questions you may have on Filmora or on AI at the Wondershare Filmora booth. So it is at right next to MR2. And we'll also be doing giveaways as well. So everyone there, come get the free stuff, yo. Love free stuff. And yeah, thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Dude. Yes. I love it. What's up? Of course.
Everybody's been there.